Hey guys, today I thought I'd share with you a rarely seen line of toys. I made a video about this particular line years ago. It was one of my first videos, I think. And as of late, I've got really a lot of comments on that particular video. And a lot of folks was suggesting that I redo it and make it in HD. So I thought I'd share this with you today, and we'll take a look. The first one up is the Cylon Raider. Boy, these really do bring back a lot of memories. I've done a little bit of cleaning on these, but I didn't do a whole lot because I was afraid that I would get these decals or stickers wet, and that would be the end of them. These were made by Mattel in 1978, and these are the ones that had all the controversy surrounding them about the projectiles, the spring-loaded clips, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Each one comes with a miniature action figure, and this one has really been played with. And what I mean by miniature is here's a comparison. So that's that. Lots of playability with these also, and on the bottom they had some wheels where you could roll them around on a tabletop also, and I actually have a couple of those. But up next is one of my favorite ships in general from my vintage collection, Star Wars included. This is the Colonial Viper. There you can get a good close-up look at the detail on it. And actually these wings move up and down, and also has wheels on the bottom. And inside also has a pilot. And again, it's a miniature version. Okay. Now, years ago, in late 78 or early 79, there was a lot of complaints being filed about these toys right here in particular, from child advocate groups, I guess you could call it. I'm not for sure if that's what they called it back then, but anyway, numerous injuries, and actually one death. And I think the death was from Georgia, and I think that his brother or cousin or somebody actually shot this in his mouth, and he got strangled and he didn't survive. All these toys are spring-loaded, so you take this and you put it in here till it clicks, and that's it. And you press the button, and the little projectile shoots out. Now, in 1979, about a year after these was released, Mattel jerked all of these off the shelf, and the best that I can remember the story was when you turn these back in for a recall, they would give you a Hot Wheels, just one Hot Wheels. But nonetheless, that's what got all the choking hazard started, was this particular toy line right here. And actually Kenner took note of this and canceled their rocket firing Boba Fett just from this little particular line of toys right here. So I thought I'd share that with you guys on the actual history part of how toys are still made and the choking hazard parts on them today. So there's those. I actually have a Scarab also. I didn't do a lot of cleaning on this one just due to the fact it's incomplete. The mechanism here for the shooting projectile is broke. And this part right here actually raises up, but it's missing on this side. And this is the one that stands straight up also. Now, the interesting part about this was manufactured after the recall. So you can see the projectile up here in the front, but when you press the button on this one, that's all you get. It doesn't shoot out. So that's how they made them after the recall. And sadly, I would say that a lot of these toys didn't survive the recall themselves. And I actually had like I said, I had them all, but over time they've been lost. This is part of the Stellar Probe, and the Stellar Probe was a really long vehicle ship. Actually, you can take a look at a image of one here. But over time, like so many of the things that I had from my past, it's just been lost. I also had a lot of these, I guess you could call them the 3 3/4 inch version figures from Battlestar Galactica, but these are the only ones that I could find. I had at one time probably 5 or 6 of these. Sad to say that this one is particularly in bad shape. And this one right here, now believe it or not, this one is really expensive, especially on the card on eBay. Sometimes like $100 for this, and the only movement on this one is the 2 arms there. So that's all that survived from the 3 3/4 inch or 4 inch version scale of my Battlestar Galactica figures. I can remember buying this for my older brother. I don't remember the name of the store, but it's been closed for years. I can't remember the name of the chain that it was in. That's a 12 inch scale version figure. It actually came with a piece of plastic here that's translucent that lit up. It had a big chrome chest piece that went over here, and it had some electronics that lit up the eye and the chest piece here. Actually, sad to say that the electronics doesn't work on mine. There's the handle that you move left or right to make the eye work, and there's the button that you push for the lights, but I just can't get the lights to work on mine. I'm afraid to take this apart because this is all molded in one piece in one section, so I'm afraid if I try to take it apart, the whole casing will bust and break. But I'm thinking about trying to find one of these on eBay, maybe a complete version, because these are very cool. And talking about Battlestar Galactica, my good friend the Budget Jedi sent this out of the blue one day to me. This is the 35th anniversary Colonial Viper. It's made by Hot Wheels. I've never seen this before. It's nice, very detailed, and it looks so great on the card that's where I'm going to leave it to, with the nice graphics. And apparently this was made in 2012, but like so many other things, you know, I never see a lot of new stuff in the stores here, so very, very happy to add this to my small Battlestar Galactica collection. Thanks again, my friend. So guys, that's it. Like I said, it's an interesting part in actual toy history, just due to this little red projectile here, as far as how everything wound up being made after this. So that's it. If you got any comments or questions, just post them. I'll answer the best that I can. And that's all I have today for my collection.